Okay. Hello everyone, it's Chrissy here. Happy Saturday! Welcome to Mystery Stamping. Hope you are having a fabulous day so far. Sorry I was a little late. We were trying to just do a couple of things in preparation for some big storms that are about to hit here today. So I'm hoping we're storm-proofed now. All right, so let's get started this morning. If you haven't done mystery stamping before, basically what it is we are going to craft along with some clues, and we're going to create a card with what you have in your stash. So the first clue was posted yesterday, and I've posted both US and Australian measurements and European measurements because I know that some of you craft from across the pond and across the Pacific. I'm just checking who else is, if we've got anyone crafting along today. Right, so let's see. I'm going to talk about our clues. Now, basically, the basic white and thick white is your card base and some mats. Now, if you don't have thick white cardstock, please just use basic white. So this is a top folding card. So, and to be honest, I'm sitting here cutting this because we were waylaid by storm prep. I'm sitting here cutting mine so I can craft along while I'm talking to you. All right, so you're going to need you're going to need a scrap of white for your sentiment. You're going to need half a sheet of either, depending where you're located, and this is the basic white, half a sheet of your A4 or your letter paper. If you're in Australia, you're going to need a piece of white that is 5.5 inches. Good morning, Megan. Are you crafting along with me? Or 5.5 inches by 3 7/8 inches. Are you storm ready, Miss Megan? And then the other one is 5 5/8 by 5 1/4. So one of them is for the inside of your card and the other is for the front of your card. Okay. Now the other things that you're going to need is some coloured cardstock pieces. These are your card mats. The biggest one is for the inside of your card, and the others are for your the front of your card you're just watching today. Oh. Okay, but you already know what the card is. Okay. Then you're going to need some designer series paper. So you've got two pieces the same size and then another piece a different size and a strip. Now this way you can just use the same pattern paper, just turn it over. Yeah, okay. So you're going to need your embossing folder and die cutting machine, your coordinating dies and punches if you're using them, embellishments, ink, a block. You won't need a bow maker. That was before I edited it. I printed it before I edited it. Paper trimmer, maybe, if you need to, and your scissors and take your pick tool. So, when you've completed a clue, all you need to do is in the comments type done and what number clue it is. That way I know that I need to move on to the next clue. Alright, so without any further ado, we're going to get started because we're already almost 10 minutes past 10. And I know my Southeast Queensland people will want to go and finish getting storm ready because it's predicting some tornadoes, which is pretty much unheard of where we live. Like we've had mini tornadoes, like we had one actually down our driveway. So yeah, so I'm hoping Leanne's going to join us as well. Yes. So let's move on to clue number 2. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your largest piece of white through your embosser after not this piece, yeah, next largest piece, through your embossing machine, and you're going to emboss it. So that will be your 5 and 7 5 and 7/8 by 5.5 piece. They did say that, Megan, it was going to be that bad. We don't normally get really bad weather, but it normally goes around us too. But you never know. Like we've had, in our estate, we had a mini tornado years and years ago. Well, it must be 15 years ago because Delphi was about 12 weeks old. And it came down between our neighbours' 2 houses and took out all of our big trees in our front yard. So who would know how bad it's going to be? I'm just hoping it's not too bad. Okay. So once you've embossed that piece, I'll just wait a minute and then we can move on to the next clue. Yeah. I don't know, Megan. It's going to be an interesting day. Let's just say that. Okay. And you'll be under the bed hiding with the dogs, no doubt. All right. Now, you can always, if you've cut your pieces and then they're cut wrong, we can always just recut them before you stick them, okay? All right, so since I don't think anyone else is crafting along, and I can always go back to the start if someone arrives and they're crafting along. I've got 4 people watching, but I can only see you, Megan. So if you're watching, make sure you tell me where you're watching from. It's really hard to do a Facebook Live when we don't know who's watching and you're just talking to yourself. Okay, so then you're going to get your embossed layer, this one here, and you're going to stick it on the front of your card, which you had already scored. So in front of this big A4 card. So you're just going to stick your embossed layer onto the front there. Oh, hi Tracy. Oh, lovely to see you. Megan's dog didn't like the kids dressed as dinosaurs last night. How are you this morning, Tracy? Are you well? Okay. Now, I may have written down the wrong measurement for our largest white. So you may want the embossed white. So you might want to trim that down so it is a little bit smaller than your card front. Okay, and then when you've done number 3, just type 3 and done. And I'm lucky. Ages ago, Megan came over and I had embossed a whole heap of things. So, with my die cutting machine, so my timing might be a little bit out because I've already done those bits. Okay. All right. I'm glad you're great, Tracy. It's lovely to see you. I'm very honoured. And congratulations on 21 people in your team. Hopefully you got a few more. I ended up having 6 new people join my team last month, which I'm pretty excited about. All right. So, when you finish, Tracy, just type 3 and done, and then we can move on to the next clue. As I said, I'm still cutting mine as we go. What a morning. Well, I got up early and I cooked my husband breakfast and we cleaned up a few things and yeah. Oh, you had 9 join. That's awesome. All right. So we'll move on to... Does that mean that you've got 30 now? Oh, that's awesome. All right. Clue number 4. So now you've got some small designer series paper pieces. So these are your 1 3/4 pieces. Now remember, you can change these up, the sizes up. So you've got 2 1 3/4 inch pieces. Now, yes, I work in inches and some people will give me a hard time about that. But I just find it easy. Like, no, it was 21 after 6 had joined. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. I've never had a team that big. My goal is for the next year to have 12 new people join my team. So I've got 6 last month. So that was pretty good. Okay. So once you've done clue number 4, type 4 and done. Hey Denise, thanks for watching, darling. Hope you're doing okay. This one is okay, bye. 5 3/8. All right. Okay, I'm going to move on to clue number 4, if that's all right with you, Tracy. Now, if you don't like it working in 1/8 of an inch, you can always take it to the nearest nearest quarter of an inch. Okay, clue number 5. You're going to attach those little DSP mats that you just did to the front of your card. What cardstock are you using for, or what pattern paper are you using for this one, Tracy? Yeah. I love mystery stamping. I think this is a really fun way to use up your products. And little scraps of, like this one's perfect for scraps because you don't use any really big pieces of DSP. Now, and the clues are so open to interpretation. I do a mystery stamping with a group called Stamping Family, and when we do mystery stamping, none of us have anything remotely similar. Oh, Charming Day. Ooh, that's a nice paper. I don't know how to pronounce the paper that I'm using. It's the gold broken one. Starts with K. Alright, so you're going to attach those DSP and matte pieces to the embossed layer, one on the top right and one on the bottom right, about quarter of an inch from the top and right edge. If your card is a landscape card, which you can be, pop them on the bottom left and bottom right instead. Okay. Then, when you've done clue number 5, yes, that's the one. And I met the creator of the stamp set who made that, and she is just delightful. Just so delightful. Okay, number 5 is done. Thanks, Tracy. We'll move on to clue number 6. So you've really got your own class all to yourself, Tracy. I know Megan's watching. Yes, the Japanese paper, Megan. I just think it's beautiful. And Natalie, who created this stamp set that goes with it, she is such a lovely soul. Okay, so when you have finished, just type 6 and done. So you're just going to put your largest piece of rectangle pattern paper onto your largest card mat. Yeah. Oh, lots of people don't like getting out of bed in the of a Saturday morning, Tracy. I think that's what it is. I might just cut that wrong. All right. Yeah. 3 inches. And you know, when you cut it wrong, it's really easy to fix it. Yeah. Hi, Rosalind, how are you? Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's not that early. Yeah, you're an hour in front of us. It's so confusing. Welcome aboard, Rosalind. I have just cut a piece and I have no... Oh, well. I thought you were telling me about something you were doing, Tracy, so it's all okay. Okay, so once you've popped your largest rectangle piece on, just say 3 and done. And where are you watching from, Rosalind? I hope wherever you are it's not as hideously muggy as it is here. Alright. I'm just taking my time with number 6. Sorry about that. I was catching up my cutting. Alright. We're just going to, Tracy, I'm assuming you've done number 6. Let's move on to number 7. I might have missed that. You might have meant to write 6 and done. Oh, I can see it next to Plant Studio. Yep, I see it. Oh, you're in the rainy Blue Mountains. Oh, this time, a few years ago, we were in the Blue Mountains for a wedding. Okay, so then you want to stick that rectangle DSP mat layer to the card front so it overlaps your squares a little. I've done this one fairly flat, but if you wanted to use dimensionals or another glue, go ahead. Now this is an easy card, so all my mystery stamping cards are usually sort of almost beginner cards, just because it's easier for people to craft along. All right. So once you've done step number 7 and done, and we'll go from there. Yeah, our clock in our kitchen is also wrong. So I thought I still had another half hour, and I really didn't. All right. Okay. We're going to move on to clue number 7. Okay. Now, a lot of people don't like mystery stamping because they can't see what I'm doing as we're going. And I understand that. Like, the first time I did mystery stamping, I struggled so much because I wanted to see what the finished card looked like and I wanted to make sure I didn't get it wrong. But then when, at the end of the first mystery stamping, when everybody's project was so different, and even the lady who ran it, her sample projects were different to how she interpreted the clues as she did her mystery stamping. So I didn't really have to worry that my card was going to be wrong. Okay, so you had a piece of scrap rectangle. So you're going to stamp your sentiment onto that. Or you might have a sentiment from your, what do you call it? Your ephemera that you want to use. Now, you can either trim it or you can die cut it. I have already die cut one. And so I'm going to use that. But you can do whatever you like, really. Okay, and it is difficult to do. But, Tracy, when you get the hang of it, it's actually very freeing, okay? Because it goes, okay. And you get so many different ideas from not copying. And the group that I do with Stamping Family, we do it via Zoom. So we're chatting all the time. And it's a little bit different from doing it how I am now. All right. So if you have done clue number 8, just type 8 and done. Oh, Megan, you'll laugh at this. Delphi's lying in front of the bathroom door, waiting for her shower. Oh dear, silly dog. She doesn't usually like showers, so she just wants a bath, because she hasn't had a bath since she had her surgery. So. All right, so we're going to move on. So I'm thinking that you've stamped and die cut maybe already, if that's okay, Trace. So Rosalind, maybe next time you can stamp along with us. Oh, we're coming back next month to do it again. I used to do it the first Saturday of the month for years, and then we went away in May, and I haven't got back to it yet. All right. Your dog would be nowhere near the bar. Oh well, retrievers and poodles are water dogs, so she loves the water. Okay. So now you're going to attach your sentiment onto your card front. Now I would use dimensionals, but you don't have to, all right? So this is, I probably could have done this in step number 8. Now this is based on a mystery stamping from Sharon Armstrong, which is Texas Stamping Sharon. So I need to give her credit where credit's due. Hopefully mine looks a bit different to hers. Ah, you'll make sure Rosalind does it next time. Well, we don't want to make people do what they don't want to do, but it is fun, Rosalind. And next time you'll be able to avoid the Christmas shopping, because it'll be that time of year. And yeah. All right, we're going to move on to clue number 9. I thought about doing a mystery stamping for a scrap page, but I don't know if I'm that brave, Tracy. All right, we're moving on to number 10. So you had a half inch wide strip of DSP when you cut your supplies at the beginning. So you need to stick that onto your remaining piece of white. Okay? And when I say something's about 1/4 inch or something like that, you just take that with a grain of salt. If you don't like where I've put it, you can go absolutely rogue. Hey, Megan. Okay. So we've done number 10. If you're okay with that, Tracy, we will move on to clue number 11. We've only got 2 clues left, I think. I'll move that up a bit. What happened there? All right. Number 10 is done. Here we go, clue number 11. So you had one piece of your cardstock left, and you're going to layer those pieces that you just put together on top of that. And then you're going to put that inside your card base. Right. And once you've done clue number 11, type 11 and done. So try not to make these mystery stampings too long, because I know people have lots to do on Saturdays, but if you can spend 30 to 45 minutes just stamping along, it actually makes for a nice day, the rest of your day, because you've achieved making a card really quickly and you can just move on to some other stuff. Okay, you're almost finished. Now, does anyone want to guess? Megan will know if she's still watching what our last clue is. Clue number 12. Usually we only have 10 clues, but today we're having 12. Anyone want to guess what we do on our very last clue? If you're ready now, Tracy, we will go on to the next clue. And that is clue number 12. Oh. Who else joined us? We've done number 11. Number 12 is bling it up. So this is my favourite clue. So if you've got embellishments, if you want to add some bling, if you want to add some die cuts, this is the place to do it. And I'll just... So I'm definitely adding some little extras on this page. And you don't have to just restrict your little extras, so your little extra die cuts and things, to the front of the card. You can put them inside the card as well. And I'm doing some little die cuts, but I just realised that I didn't die cut it properly, so I need to fussy cut it. So this is where you add your wink of Stella and your ribbon and any other embellishment that your little heart desires, whatever makes your crafty heart happy. And then once you've done that, you will be finished. Now, if you're using bling, I recommend using 3 to 5 or 7 or even 11 pieces of bling, not just one, because you want it to you want it to be more appealing, so we're using those old scrapbooking rules and art rules about the rule of odds and making sure that it's nice and appeasing to the eye. Because you look at flowers, and most flowers will have 3, 5, 7 or 11 petals. Very few, like I think orchids some orchids have an even number, but most flowers have an odd number. So I'll just finish off my little card. And so I didn't have any of my layers or anything cut for this. So we've been on the call for less than just on half an hour because I was a little bit late, and I've managed to cut everything and stick it all together. So if you ever come to a mystery stamping and you think, oh, I'm not ready, you know that you can do things as we go, because I don't work at a super fast pace, because I want you to be happy with what you're doing. Alright, and I'm just putting my last little finishing touch on, and then I shall show you my finished card. And yours obviously will look completely different because you're using different cardstock, different pattern paper. And I actually haven't got any bling to put on mine. So if you're ready, I will show you clue number, my finished projects, and the mystery will be solved. Alright, now I have finished my card, so let's give you a little look at what to the sample to first and go from there. Are you ready for that, Tracy? Are you ready, Rosalind and Megan? And who else have we got watching? We've got another person watching. You're all done. Great. Megan stopped talking now. She must be eating a breakfast. Oh, and Denise. Well, I think Denise is still watching. Hope so. All right, let me show you. So this is my American version. Okay. I think. No, that might be. Yeah, that's my American version, and that's my Aussie version. Move it down a bit. Absolutely, yes. Are we in this frame? Let's just pull that up a bit. Okay, so I've used the perfectly plaid background. I've actually fussy cut round my sentiment. I haven't put any extra bling on because I've got the foil in the paper. And then you open it up and I've just got some stripes on the inside. It's a nice, easy card. It's actually great for a stamping stack card as well, because you can actually get people to cut it themselves. So then this is today's card. I'm okay with that. That's the first time I've made a card with this paper, I think. Second time. This one's a Japanese paper, Megan. The one I'm doing today is a Japanese paper. The other one The first one wasn't, okay? So when I made it, I followed directions and made the US one first. Then I adapted them to the Australian version. And then we've got today's card. So what do we think of that project? Is that something that you could do again? Oh, you like that one, Megan? That's really great. I'm glad. And you might recognise that paper as coming from your stash. This is a good thing about having crafty friends, is that when you don't think that you like something, so you don't buy it, and then your friends buy it, and then you try it, and then you go, oh, I need to have that. Maybe that's not a good thing, but that was exactly what happened with this paper. And so I'm really happy about that. So, and the inside is now I didn't use the reverse side of that paper. I was going to, but I decided to go with that. I couldn't resist a bit of gold. And that was a random die cut that I had in when I borrowed the stamp set. So, yeah. Well, I really hope you enjoyed today's mystery stamping. And I'm going to upload it onto YouTube, so it'll be there forever. So you can check out my YouTube channel, which is the Creative Eclectic. And yes, share your card with me, Tracy. That would be fantastic. I love seeing what everyone else makes. And it might be, actually, this card might be this layout might be our card challenge over on my Facebook group. I quite like this layout, and people can use it however they want. All right. Until next time, have a great weekend if you're in southeast Queensland or anywhere in Queensland, and northern New South Wales. Stay safe in the storms as they develop throughout the day. Like, I'm looking out my window thinking it's awfully, awfully dark out there, and it's 11 o'clock in the morning. So stay safe and stay home if you can. All right, until next time, happy creating and bye for now.